Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a beautiful day. Welcome to the Inspirational Corner with your host, me, Stylisha Bolton, where we inspire you here to live bold, live loud, and live authentically without apology. I am so excited about this episode. This is actually episode 3 of the Inspirational Corner. And during this episode, this is actually a special edition. I am doing a live reading of my recent book called The Antidote. It's actually a short story that I came out with and published not last year, actually, excuse me, October 2018. I released my short story, and it was just a simple small book that you can read really quick, very a quick read basically. And I came out with it because I was not ready to do a full-blown novel. I actually wanted to start off to engage my reading audience to see if people would actually be interested in the characters that I developed in this short story. And to be honest, I got some great feedback. Some people was like, "Oh my goodness, how can you do us like that?" The way the story ended, a lot of people, especially in my reading audience, felt like I needed to add more to the story. And so, with that said, because of the feedback, and I even felt that the story was not over. And so, I am in development and doing my first romance suspense novel, and it's a spinoff from The Antidote called Estranged Love. And it will have the same characters from The Antidote, and it's just going to really pick up from where it left off. So if you're not familiar with my short story called The Antidote, I encourage you to go purchase it. You could get it on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and wherever books are sold. You can also go to www.theinspirationalcorner.net to also pick up The Antidote. I don't know if I did too many W's, but you get the drift. www.theinspirationalcorner.net, and you can actually click on my bookstore and you can order The Antidote. So today I want to get into the live reading, and I hope you enjoy this special edition of the live reading. However, before I get into the live reading, I want to kind of set up the scene for you so you can kind of understand what I'm reading. And at the beginning, I'm actually reading the beginning of the story, introducing the main character, Sandy Wilson, which she is a newspaper editor, and she's having a conversation with her best friend, Leah. And they're talking about dating and how Sandy should basically be excited about this blind date that she's about to go on. However, a little backstory about Sandy. Sandy was in a long-term relationship that pretty much she was about to marry this man. Her ex-fiance name was Jeremy. However, they broke up 6 months ago, and so she's still carrying the heartache from the breakup. But her friend Leah is encouraging her to start dating. Her friend Leah saying it's time to go ahead and get in the dating pool again. But Sandy still need to work through some emotional things that she's going through. So I hope you enjoy this live reading of The Antidote. Sandy couldn't believe she agreed to go on a blind date. It had only been 6 months since the breakup. However, her best friend convinced her that going on a blind date would give her faith in love again. Sandy felt nervous about getting back into the dating scene. Her parents enlightened her on the traditional values of dating, and she still believed in those values. She had no idea how dating worked in this new age of technology. In the last several decades, dating had become a foreign language to her. Dating wasn't on her agenda, but Leah encouraged her to create online profiles. She was not convinced that she was ready to date again. It would take her time to believe in the magic of love. As she walked into her bedroom, the phone began to ring. On the other line was a familiar voice, her best friend, Leah. Hello. How are you? Are you excited about your date? Sandy should have known it was Leah checking up on her. Leah probably wanted to know the details of what she was going to wear. Hell, she had no idea what she was going to wear. Right now, the idea of curling up in bed to disappear from the world was so appealing. No, I'm not excited. Why not? You should be happy to start a new chapter in your life. I think you should go on this date. You are more excited than me, teased Sandy. Very funny. This is your chance to give love another try. I have no desire to fall in love again. Leah could not believe the words that rolled effortlessly from Sandy's tongue. After postponing the engagement, Sandy no longer had faith in love. Her love life seemed to be a horror story filled with heartbreak. She didn't know if she would be able to recover. How was one day going to change her mind about love? So, you are going to let one man stop you from love? Asked Leah. Maybe. I'm tired of going through emotional roller coasters for love. Girl, you sound like another sad love song, laughed Leah. Sandy wasn't in the mood for Leah's sarcasm. I know these 6 months have been rough, but you have to move on. Why do you want me to move on? Sandy replied as tears streamed down her face. Because you deserve someone that loves you. Sandy heard the words echo in her ears, and she felt a slight pain in her heart. She desperately needed to heal, but today was not that day. I have to go so I can get ready for this date. Have a good time, and remember, this is the beginning of a new page in your life. I don't know, but thanks for the encouragement. Sandy hung up the phone and made her way into the bathroom. She hoped this date went well. So I hope you enjoyed my live reading of The Antidote, the beginning of the story to kind of give you an idea of the characters and the feel of how the story is starting off. Like I said, if you have not got the antidote, excuse me, if you have not gotten the antidote, I really encourage you to get it. And I know it sounds like I'm being biased, but it's a good story because it was something outside of my element, other than writing on my blog or doing poetry a couple of years ago. Doing a romance suspense short story was a challenge for me. Now, if you heard me in episode one and listened to episode one, you know that I expressed that when I was young, I did short stories and everything under the sun. However, getting back into the mode of writing a short story since I was young, that's a big gap. So I hope you enjoyed the live reading, and if you did, go ahead and purchase The Antidote. And because you have listened in, I really appreciate you. And I always want to end with a quote because I love quotes. So today, before I end this podcast, I want to end with a quote. And this quote is by Oprah. Oprah, let me get her name right. I know Oprah. Oprah Winfrey. And let me start with the quote. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Let me read that one more time. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. And so I wanted to end with this quote to inspire you that there's no perfect time to live your dream. You can wait on an opportunity or you can create your opportunity. So I am encouraging you, if you're listening to in on today, I'm encouraging you to create your own opportunity to start living your dream. Life is waiting for you to live your dreams. And so with that, I want to say thank you again to listening to this episode. And like I said before, if you have not purchased the antidote, go ahead and purchase it. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and also my blog site, www.theinspirationalcorner.net. Until next time, have a beautiful day, everybody. And again, live bold, live loud, and live authentically. Be blessed.